This was my best attack on the Mega Turtles so far, guys. Very excited that this actually worked. Tried something new. Chicken here, bring you another Mega Turtle video. In today's video, guys, very excited. We had our best hit so far of the Mega Tortoise. But, of course, leading up to that, we probably had some of our worst hits. So, let's go ahead and get into it. We're just going to see Voodoo's live attack here. He's going in on assembly. Looks like he's just clearing out some stuff to eventually bark the core down. So, big shout out to Voodoo as always, guys. Let's go ahead and dive on into some replays here. So, we have stages... We'll show you the end of 39, and then we'll show you where we got to on 42. So this is how we finished 39. This was actually like a pretty clutch hit here. 39 has a very massive shield, as you can see. So the attack before this I showed in my last video. I forget if I used Hookah or if I just went out with Scorcher tanks or something. But you see, we got the Zookas loaded up. We were able to carve them right around this one side. I did smoke right there just in case that boom can decided to hit brick. And we come up here on this right side, and I think I actually failed this attack. Maybe I clicked the wrong replay. But either way, we got the heavies and the Zookas up here. We shocked the shock launcher, the doom cannons. We single hacked the rocket launcher and that shock launcher. We took out most of the stuff here. I was feeling pretty confident at this point that we were going to have no problems here taking this down. But you see, we'll go ahead, we'll speed it up. We lost a few heavies in the process. Oh no, wait, this was the epic one, wasn't it? Yeah, we lost a few heavies in the process, and look at that, guys. Clutched it out, clutched it out. Stage 39 goes down. We're back. So let's dive into stage 40 here. And, man. Stage 40, I'm going to go out there and say it, guys. This was the hardest stage so far. I would say 31 was also really difficult, but it turns out you can actually just hack the core on 31. If you guys didn't know that, the remote hack GB ability that you get, it actually does work on the HQ. If you hack the HQ, all the defenses shoot at it. And if there's no shield left, if you can bard out the shield gens before, or even hack them once or twice, and get those out of the way, and then just go ahead and hack the shield, or hack the HQ, sorry, you can just solo the base with just GB. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. I'm not sure how that slipped through into the actual update, but there it is. If you didn't know that, now you know. So we opened up. There was no real, looking at this, there's no real good way to attack this, in my opinion. Like, I was thinking about trying to smoke heavies and Zookas to the back, because we don't really have to worry about mines, because there's so many cryo bombs along the sides here, but it just was too risky. It was just too risky. So I went with Scorcher tank. I tried to get Bullet's taunt ability off, and you see at the end here, we've got tanks going in against doom cannons, boom cannons, and normal cannons. So not the greatest look there for the opening, but we were able to get some stuff cleared. So our next attack, we did kind of the same thing. We're going with just the power strategy, and if you didn't notice in Chicken's live stream, guys, I actually placed another troop health statue. So now I'm running 2 troop health, 3 troop damage, and 5 gunboat energy. So that's what the current statues are right now. So we got Bullet coming in, and I actually found a use. These remote things I found have been completely useless, but I actually did find a pretty solid use for them later on. Not how I'm using them here. I was just trying to see if I could get any extra value out of them here. Because you see, I throw them up there, and that mortar the machine gun take them down like instantly. And that was like 15 GB just completely wasted. So don't just throw them out like I'm doing there. It was actually funny. The attack ended. I got a good amount of stuff cleared in this attack. So I don't know. It used up a lot of attacks. It was slow, but it wasn't bad. We didn't just like wipe or anything like that. We did get some work done. So you see right here, the attack doesn't actually end until you hit retreat if you throw out these remote turrets, and they don't die, because they don't just die after a period of time. They stay up there, which is kind of interesting. But I did find a good use for them here. Now, I didn't do it perfectly, but I think you guys can if we can show you this properly. So the next attack, I was thinking I'd be able to finish this easily with heavies and Zookas, just coming up the far side here and then coming around the back, because there's only the one shock launcher in the rock launcher range. So you see what I did here? I threw out the remote turret. I tried to do it before the Hookahs came out of smoke. I completely missed the shock launcher. That actually cost us really badly now that I look at it. But you see, when they're coming out of the smoke, I was able to throw the turret down, and it has enough health that one rocket launcher is not really going to be the end of the world. So then So he was actually able to distract the rocket launcher for a pretty good amount of time. We come up onto the HQ, and there was too many boom cannons. There's 3 boom cannons shooting at us, along with that shock launcher. If that shock launcher wasn't there, maybe we would have got lucky enough to save it out. But you see, it's actually hitting a good amount of the Zookas when it does fire on the heavies. So bad spacing on my part. I should have been more aware of that shock launcher, and yeah, it was just too much for us to deal with there. So maybe Bullet would be a good option in that situation, because then it would be targeted onto Bullet and maybe not be as annoying as it was. But yeah, either way, there it is. So we're doing the exact same attack here. Nothing different has changed. You see, you got a smoke there because that shock launcher. You got a smoke there because that rock launcher, and then you can come up around the corner. You can fit up right over top. I was smoking anyway, just because I had the GBE, and I was a little bit nervous, to be honest. I really didn't want to screw up this attack. I threw at the turret there on the rocks on the wrong side, but there wasn't much health left on the HQ. That shield, that was a 5 million health shield. So that shield was insane. So there was stage 40, guys. Now, here we go. This was my best attack on the Mega Turtles so far, guys. Very excited that this actually worked. Tried something new, and let's get into it here. So, here's how this worked. I was looking at this base, and I was thinking, okay, chicken, we can get a solo here. It's not that crazy. But then I was looking at it like, okay, I can't use Scorcher Tank, because there's a pretty good shield. There's way too many single target things. I can't use Smoky Heavy Zuka because it's way too far, and it's going to cost too much GBE to clear these mines, even though I was able to get the rest with the cryo bombs. So you see, we throw out Private Bullet right into the center, and I'm using the heavies and Zukas in a kind of in a spread out way, and it works really well because I'm able to use Private Bullet's taunt ability. Because since I'm using his taunt, I'm not losing any heavies, so I'm not really, like, I'm taking a little bit of damage from these rockets and the shock launchers and stuff, but the taunt combined with the critters, everything in there is distracted. Like, I barely lost any heavies at this point. So now I'm using my extra GB that I've been able to farm up from clearing all these defenses to go ahead and clear out some of those mines, which it turned out I didn't need to do anyways, so definitely don't do that. So yeah, we come basically right up the gut here. And now at this point, we have a wall of critters, we have heavies, we have Private Bullet, and then I throw a couple Super Warriors into the mix right here. Just to kind of help that shield and keep things off the Zookas, get a little bit more damage. I wanted to save the Super Warriors because I knew they were going to be useless right off the start with all the single shot defenses that were on the beach. So then right here, we're using Bullet's taunt ability. I'm shocking that rock launcher and those shock launchers and that shock launcher because I know that my Zookas are about to become under fire. We're still able to keep most of everything off of us with the taunt ability. Right there, we got hit by both shock launchers with the Zookas, so I was thinking that the raid was going to be done. So at this point, this is where it gets a little, like, the shield was down, so I figured let's just go for it. Let's see what we can do. Now, I'm not using health kits. I'm only using the taunt. The taunt 100% saved us because you see right here, since I'm using the taunt, the shock launcher is not just shooting at like a cluster of my troops, it's only shooting at Bullet, and it's centered around him, so it's not going to clip my Zookas, and we're able to take the base down. So stage 41 goes down. We're back. Best hit of the Turtles so far. I hope you guys are able to get a solo on that one as well. It's honestly a pretty easy stage compared to the rest of them. Like, a lot of them are these really, like, insanely spread out high shield gen bases like we see right here. This one isn't as bad as 40 was for sure. It has about 2 million health on the shield, I think, but I couldn't really find a good spot to get. I was thinking maybe heavies and Zookas up in the back here might be a good idea, but I don't know. For whatever reason, we decided to go left. I think actually now that I look at it, going right probably would have been the best option. But either way, it's going to be tough. So we'll show you this real quick here. So we're using Skanks and Private Bullet with the taunt ability. Again, so also keep in mind that I do have Private Bullet and his taunt maxed, so if you're not able to replicate these exactly for what they are, then maybe that's a part of it. So this is the Crystal Critter stage. They do help a little bit with healing up the tanks, especially when there's this many rockets. They're actually coming under fire quite often here, but yeah, I messed up. This was not a good attack by any means. I messed up pretty good there. I didn't take out any of the Doom Cannons. I think I only got the one shield gen down, if we even were able to get. We weren't even able to get that one. So we got our work cut out for us tomorrow, guys. Hopefully we can get back up after we let our attacks load up. So we are still #1 in Canada, guys, as for right now. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know down below in the comments how you're making on the turtle so far. Do you like the way it's working compared to past Minecraft stuff? So let me know that down below in the comments, guys. That's gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.